Sir, I'm always having this doubt, sir. I even go through it. Sir, which one is important, sir? What others think of us or what we think of ourselves? Can you please explain, sir?
There is a famous story. A person was having his morning walk with a walking stick in his hand. He was moving the walking stick this way, that way, this way. It struck the other person who was coming in opposite direction. Hey, stop! What you are doing? Why are you doing that? No, I am a free citizen. I can do whatever I like. This person replied. That person said, this is the quote. That person said, your freedom comes to an end where my nose begins. Have you understood it? Your freedom, you got a freedom. You can use your walking stick. You can do this kind of jugglery with your walking stick, no problem. But if it is hurting me, if it is hitting me, do you think you got that much of freedom? No, isn't it? When there is nobody around, you can do that. When there is some person close to you, you should mind yourself, your action, and you should ensure that you are not hurting other person. What I am trying to tell is, we are all social creatures. We are members of society. Without society we cannot survive. Imagine a mother leaving her infant baby, just now born baby, in a forest. Do you think the baby has got any chance for survival? Can the baby survive on his or her own without the support from mother and other people? No. Today morning when you got up, you brushed your teeth. From where the toothpaste has come? Have you produced the toothpaste? Toothbrush? Water? Did you dug a well and took the water out of the ground? No, isn't it? How many people might have worked to produce the toothpaste? Toothpaste was produced, it was transported, it was sold, your parents have purchased. Behind every object that you use, every goods, every services that we are utilizing, there are umpteen number of people contributing, working. So we are in a network of social relations. So if you feel I'm in a free society, I can do whatever I like, unmindful of what others think of me, then that is not socially acceptable behavior. Understood? You will be thrown out of the society. I mean, people will start ridiculing you, and if your actions exceed the tolerable limits, you could be in trouble. People will punish you, the law will punish you. So you should always mind what others think of you, especially being a child. You are expected to behave in a particular way. If you are not doing that, obviously elders will find fault with you, will criticize you. Whatever you think, why should I care? My life, my wish. No, you should not do that. This is one aspect. Second aspect, that doesn't mean you should always be bothered about, hey, what are others doing, what are others thinking. Should not be over obsessed with that. Especially children of your age, they are more keen to find fault with their friends. Whatever you do, you got a friend who is trying to find fault with you. You do this way, it becomes a wrong. You do that way, it becomes a wrong. Their intention is to find fault with you. Now such like criticism, should you mind, should you should you bother about such like criticism? No. There is a jealous relative of you who is jealousy of your this thing. That person passes some comment. Should you mind that? No. So when somebody is speaking something, try to understand their intentions. The person is telling with good intention, trying to find a fault with you, trying to correct your behavior, accept that. But if their intention is bad, if they are trying to put you down, then don't care for that. You should get that social maturity to understand what is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong, what is genuine, what is fake. Good suggestions, constructive criticism is always welcome. Bad, comments passed out of jealousy, you should not care. Understood? In fact, the children, primary children, even middle school children, they keep on complaining on others. Sir, this boy is doing that, sir. That boy is doing that, sir. We miss all that now. School is not there. So we are used to that. It is a part of growing up. We take it. That's why we keep telling children, "Are you first of all mind yourself. Mind your behavior. Why are you more obsessed with the other person? You are writing the notes. You are committing mistake. More than your mistakes, you are bothered about the mistake. Sir, this person is committing that mistake, sir. Sir, the person is disturbing me, sir. The person is doing that, sir. That person is doing that, sir. My God, when those good old days are going to come?" Looking at all of you complaining on each other. It's good. Good in the sense now we teachers accept that. But you people should understand that first of all, focus your attention on yourself. Trying to help others is good, but always complaining on others is not good. Why are you so much obsessed, over obsessed with others? This is bad. Okay, so this is the fine line dividing this and that. Okay.